So how do you maintain attraction with a woman who you're in a relationship with? You guys love each other, you trust each other. She's chasing you, you're pursuing her. It's a healthy balance, but you guys aren't settled down yet. There's no marriage going on, and you're just trying to get to know each other. And how do you keep her coming back for more and keeping that fire in the relationship? But the first thing you still need to remember is manage your expectations, because you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. Unless you know already you're going to marry her, great, go for it. But if you're still on the fence about things, or if there's some trust things going on, or you just need to get to know each other more, manage the expectations, because you don't want to start talking about kids and moving in together, getting married. Like, you don't want to do any of that yet until you've got some other things figured out. So make sure the foundation is solid and the expectations need to be managed, because if you get too far ahead and start diving into conversations that she's not ready for, then you need to reassess where your expectations are, because it's very easy to fall into that trap, because you have this connection, you've got these feelings going on, and she is obviously chasing you and you're pursuing her. It's a healthy balance, but you got to make sure the expectations are still managed. The next thing I would say is don't get comfortable in the relationship. What do I mean by that? You see, when guys get the girl they love and they sold her on the idea of being together and she loves being with you, they start to get comfortable and stop working on themselves, and they get too invested in the relationship and they don't invest enough in their own life. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't put any work in a relationship. Don't do that. That's a bad idea, because that's going to kill the attraction, right? But you have to make sure you work on yourself as well, because that's what she was attracted to in the first place. And when you become lazy, lethargic, not ambitious, then she's going to start to question your intentions in the first place, and she might end up walking away from you. So make sure you continue to work hard. Make sure you continue to show her the product you first presented, because if that product changes, then you look like a liar and it's somebody that she wasn't expecting. That's not what you want. So don't slack just because you have a relationship now. You got to make sure you manage your time. You got to make sure you're disciplined and you have self-control, in that you're continuing to improve your own life. And when she's seeing that, when she's seeing you going after your goals, your ambitions, the attraction is going to be there, and she's going to keep coming back for more. You always have to make sure that you're striving to be the best version of yourself. Now, I'm not saying to be perfect. I'm not saying to have no blemishes. That's very unrealistic and not an expectation you should fulfill. But what she needs to see is you constantly trying to improve, taking steps to being better. And if she doesn't see that as you get closer and closer, well, then it's going to end, because you were once this great guy. She loved that version of you, and all of a sudden you changed, and that's not good. So you got to continue to strive to get better. And the last thing I'll say is this: make sure you're still having fun and that you're spontaneous in your relationship. Also, have a positive attitude. It's so easy to get bogged down by the mundane things in life. What do I mean by that? Some of us work a 9 to 5 job, and we can get tired of paying bills, getting out of debt, working on this investment. We're tired, we're exhausted, and the last thing that is on our mind sometimes is having fun, being spontaneous with the woman we love. So you have to make sure that you monitor this. And I understand life happens, it gets in the way, you get busy, you got things going on, but we can't make excuses as men. We have to make sure we take responsibility for all of our actions. So if you want to maintain attraction, go out on a date with her, go somewhere where you can have fun together, just different things like that. Don't let life get in the way of the relationship. Make sure you continue to work at it. It's not easy. Life is never going to be fun. There's going to be ups and downs, but if you can just take ownership and just recognize when things are starting to spiral out of control and she's starting to pull away because of just life itself, then go ahead and re-engage, take ownership, and just make sure you're enjoying the relationship as well. And if you do these things, she'll keep coming back, you'll maintain the attraction, and things will be fine. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, love to hear your thoughts of how you're maintaining attraction with your girlfriend or your spouse. Love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you next time.